Hello there. Today we're going to go over simple present. Simple present is an expression of time. We always use simple present to express a routine, something that always happens, something that we always do. Okay. First, we're going to start with some vocabulary. We have clean the house, make phone calls, play sports. My friend Rafa always plays sports. Do the laundry. I always do the laundry on weekends. Go shopping. My mom loves going shopping. Going shopping. Take a class. I always take a French class, or I always take a class. Get up. I always get up at 7 o'clock. Watch TV. I always watch TV on weekends. Have breakfast. Me and my dad always have breakfast. Have lunch. I usually have lunch at 3 p.m. Listen to the radio. I hardly ever listen to the radio. I never read a paper, or I read a paper. I always read a paper. I always have dinner with my family. Work. I don't work on weekends. My dad works on weekends. Now we have the structure. For the affirmative way of simple present, we have the subject. But when we are talking about he, she, it, the base form of the verb, we use the base form of the verb, but we have to add es, s, I, es. It depends on the verb. And then we have the complement. For example, she listens to the radio. So, as you know, the base form of the verb is listened. So we add ds. So that's the only thing we change when we talk about he, she, or it. And now in the next structure, first we have the subject, and then the rest of the subject pronouns we conjugate the rest of the subject pronouns with the base form of the verb, so the verb doesn't change. And then we have the complement. For example, they have breakfast. Now, in the negative way, we have the subject. First we have the subject, and then we have does not or doesn't. After does not or doesn't, the base form of the verb is just like that. We don't change anything in the verb, and then we have the complement. So as you can see, when we don't change the verb, or we don't add anything to the verb, because we already have do not or doesn't, so we are using do. For example, she doesn't watch TV on weekends. So if you say she doesn't watch TV on weekends, that's wrong. So the correct way to say it is she doesn't watch TV on weekends. And now the other example, Pedro and Andrew. Pedro and Andrew don't get up at 5 a.m. So we use don't because we are talking about they, not about he, she, or it. If it were just like Pedro, it would just Pedro, we should say Pedro doesn't get up at 5 a.m. And now the interrogative way. First we have do or does. It depends about the subject pronoun. Remember, when we talk about he, she, or it, we use does. So, and for the rest of the subject pronouns, we use do. So, first we have do or does, then the subject, and the base form of the verb, plus the complement, plus question mark. And for example, do you read the paper every day? Or does Mary have lunch after work? Okay, I wish you understand all the video. I wish you don't have any questions. So this is the end of the video.